A very pleasant good morning to everyone. I am Shrestri from BCom Computers Final Year TTWRDC Khammam. Today I am here to say a few words about the topic from the subject of commerce. I chosen a topic. The topic name is partnership. Before going through the topic, I just want to share my gratitude towards our Secretary Sir R.S. Praveen Kumar Sir for implementing all of these activities to our students for uplifting their communication skills through the knowledge. So thank you so much sir for implementing all of these activities in these pandemic situations too. So, and nextly I just want to show my gratitude towards my principal madam Roja madam for giving a moral support to participating in all of these activities. So thank you so much madam, and I just want to show my gratitude towards my commerce department lecturers and other department lecturers too for showing their love, caring, affection towards the students, and giving some of the information to participating in all of these activities to get the success. So thank you so much madam. To everyone, I just want to share that from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much to everyone who are supported me to participating in these activities. So now I just want to go through the topic which I selected the topic from the subject of commerce, and I already told that the topic name is partnership. So before going through the topic, I just want to say some of the introduction. It means that some of the basic thing about the partnership. So if we know that exact content of the topic with without knowing about the basical thing, there is no use of it of knowing about that content. So that's what I just have a thought to say some of the basical thing about that partnership topic. So now I just want to say that what is partnership and how many people are there in that partnership, and what is the exact relationship between those two people, and when it was enacted. So all of these things are there in this basic thing of the partnership. So now I just want to read out it. One of the forms in which business can be carried on is partnership, where two or more persons join together to form the partnership and run the business in order to govern and guide partnership. The Indian Partnership Act 1932 was enacted. So as I already said that the partnership, the people who are participating in that partnership act, in that partnership firm, so those people we call them as partners, and the relationship we call those between the two people, we call them as partners, and we call it as partnership. The relationship we call them as partnership. And some people have a doubt, if two or more people will do the business, we call it as partnership and we call them as partners. If a single person, if only one person will do the partnership, will do the business, what we call them as, we call them as sole proprietor, and that relationship we call as sole proprietor. So it is the difference between the business, one person and two or more people. So this partnership act, it was enacted on 1932 by the Indian Parliament. So this partnership act, we called it as Indian Partnership Act, and it was enacted on 1932. So it is the basic information about the partnership. Now I just go through the some of the features about the partnership. So the in these features, what is there in these features means when it was enacted, and by which parliament, and which state, except the state in India, it was extends the government extends the partnership act, and exactly on which state it was enacted. So all of these things are there in the features. So we will go through it now. In 1932, I already said that it was made by the parliament by the Central Act. Nextly, it was one of the special type of act, of the special type of contract of the contract of partnership, and I already said that it was enacted on 1st of 1932. This act was came into force into the Indian Parliament of the Partnership Act 1932, and except this was came into force on 1932, but except the one section, that section is section 69. This section 69 was enacted and it was came into force on 1st of October 1933. So and all of these thing came into force on 1932. Those things, these all are this partnership act. These acts are extends in every state of our country in India, but except the one state. That state is Jammu and Kashmir. All of these acts which was there in the Partnership Act, what are the sections are there in the Partnership Act, those are all not be followed in the only one state. That state we called it as Jammu and Kashmir. So only except that state of our country, remaining all of those states are followed the acts which were there in the Partnership Act 1932. So it is the thing, some of the features about the Partnership Act 1932. And now we are going through the till now we are discussed what are the features and what is the basic thing about the partnership. Now we are going through directly into the topic, what is the meaning, what is the exact meaning of the partnership, and under which section it was enacted by the Indian Parliament, and what is the relationship, what is that partnership relationship is legal or illegal, whatever it may be is there in this slide. So now we have to go through it, shall we? Yes. As I already said that the meaning, what is the exact meaning is, partnership, it is a relationship between two or more persons who have agreed to share the profits of the business carried on by all, or any of them acting for all. As I already said that the relationship, the people who were there in that partnership, we call them as partners. So that relationship we call it as partnership, and there are only two or more people who are participated in that in this business firm. So the people who are there in that business activity, they only share the profit, whatever it come at the end of the year, whatever it will come, they only share the thing, whatever it will come, either it may be profit or either it may be loss. They only share, those people who are there participated in the partnership firm, and it was carried on by all. Carried on by all means the people who are there in the partnership, or any of them acting for all. In those people, if there are four people, that in all of those people only one people will react. So that means any of them acting for all. So this is the exact meaning of partnership, and this Partnership Act was enacted, I already said, on 1932. Under which section? Under the section of 4. This Partnership Act was enacted under the defines of the 1932. And nextly, this partnership is the name of legal relationship between among people who have entered into the contract. The people who are entered into the contract with the legality, with the legal relationship from the Parliament. So we called it as legal relationship. If there is no any permission from the Parliament of the government, so it will become as an illegal relationship. But so the people are entered with the permission of a government of the Parliament, so that we call it as legal relationship. So there is a legality relationship between the people of the persons who are participated in the partnership firm. So it is the exact meaning, and under section, which section, and what is the legality relationship we discussed till now. Now we discussed the maximum limit of the number of partners who are there in the partnership firm. What is the exact limit? We are under the which section? So Companies Act. Till now we discussed the Indian Partnership Act 1932, but now we are discussing that, and for maximum limit we are discussing the Companies Act. That section is 11. Section 11, under the Companies Act, there are the people in banking business. In case of partnership firm carrying on a banking business, the exact limit is 10, and except the banking business, if there is other business too, the maximum limit of the partners are 20. If some people can have the doubt that in banking business there is only 10 partners, in other business there is only 20 people. If the exact limit is extends, it means exceeds what is the position? So if the solution for that problem is, if the people exceeds the maximum limit, it will become as illegal association. Till now there are the people with the contract of the with the permission of the business, it is a legal relationship. So if it will extends, if it extends or exceeds, it becomes as a illegal association. So it is the thing about the maximum limit of number of partners who are there in the partnership. So now, till now we are discussed about this. Now we are going through what are the essential elements, what are the elements are there in the partnership. Now we are going to discuss. So essential element, what are the main elements we have to what is going to be there in the partnership? Those are the elements. Without these elements there is no partnership. It means that it is very important. So the elements, what are the elements means, in a partnership how many people are there? There are have to participate only 2 or more people. What is the relation, what is the thing? Wait a while. So the exact thing, it is a, now we discuss this 2 or more people. Now what is a partnership? The, if there is an agreement, there is an agreement between the partners, so it is the agreement. Now if at the end of the year, if they get the profit or loss, whatever it may become, they have to share. So that is a sharing of profit. Nextly, business. So partnership, it is a part of your business, so it is a one of the essential element. Next, it is the relationship, it is a mutual agency. So there is it is one of the essential element of the partnership. So these are the 5 elements, what are the main essential for all of these. So now we are till now we discussed about all of these things. Now we are going through now so now till now we discussed about that. Now for penny or whatever, if there is some of the characteristics also, it means what how it should be like. So this is thing in the partnership is tells about the characteristics. So there are mainly 8 characteristics are there for the partnership. The mainly 8 things are 2 or more members. There are only 2 or more people who have to participate in the business activity. There is an unlimited liability for the people who are participated in the as the partners in the partnership. There is a voluntary registration between the people who are there in the partnership. Next, there is no separate legal existence and a restriction on transfer of interest. And nextly, based on agreement, whatever the thing based on the agreement is there, they have to share their share the profits or loss, whatever it will come. They what is the exactly thing was there in the agreement, they have to follow the rules and regulation, whatever the there in the agreement they have to follow. Who have to follow? The people, it means partners who are there in the partnership, they have to follow in the agreement, based on the agreement. Next, partners are competent to contract. Nextly, the final thing, partnership may be only for lawful business. This partnership is only be based on the lawful business, not for the illegal business, illegal association. It is based on only lawful things. So these are the mainly characteristics. What is the essential? What are those are essential? What are the essential for partnership? So now we are going to the partnership deed. Partnership deed means nothing but it is an agreement. It is an agreement between the partners what are there in the partnership. So the Agreement means a partnership is formed by an agreement. This agreement may be in writing or oral. Through the law does not expressly require that the partnership agreement should be in writing. It is desirable to have in writing in order to avoid any dispute with regard to the terms of the partnership. The document which contains the term of a partnership as agreed among the partners is called partnership deed. As I already said that the partnership deed, this partnership deed we call it as agreement. It was, and it will be in oral or in writing. Most of the things in most of the partnerships business, everything everywhere we should only see this partnership deed as in writing only, because if there is if this partnership deed in oral, if they forgot what are the things, what are their contents are there in that agreement, if they forgot, what will happen? There will arise in the disputes between the partners. So that's what the agreement, it means the partnership deed is must be in writing form only. It may be in it may be the agreement in oral or in writing, whatever they whatever the interest there may be happen, but everywhere we can see that partnership deed agreement in the form of written form only. It will used, this partnership deed agreement will be a dispute solver. The part, there is a stamped Indian stamp. There is pasted the Indian stamp on the partnership deed agreement, and under the stamp there is a how many partners are there. If there are two partners, they are signed in the partnership deed agreement. So this is the thing about the partnership deed. So now we are going to discuss that what are the what are the contents are there, what are the contents are there of partner in the partnership deed. So the contents, in that agreement, what is there? A partnership deed may contain any matter relating to the regulation of partnership, but all provisions in the deed should be within the limits of Indian Partnership Act 1932. However, a partnership deed should contain the following class. So what are the contents are there in that agreement of the partnership deed? So those contents are: first thing, nature of the business, how it should be like, so that the nature of the partnership deed is there. And next, duration of partnership, it may be the 2 years, it may be the 5. The duration must be mentioned in that partnership deed. And name of the firm, if the firm name, for example, if there is a firm name, it should be like Shreya Limited. That should be the name of the partnership deed have to be mentioned. What is the exact name of the firm? So they have to be mentioned. And how much capital is investing in that partnership. If the person, if there is two people, for example, there is a partner and B partner, and the how much percentage and how much ratio should invested by A, they have to mention in the partnership deed. And how much percentage is investing by B, they have to mention in the partnership deed. So this is the capital, whatever the partners are investing in that, whatever the partners are investing in the partnership act, so they have to mention in that partnership deed. And share of partners in profit and loss, they have to share the profit or loss, whatever it will come in the business, they have to share based on the capital, based on the share of the partners of the capital, whatever they invested in the partnership. So they have to share. And bank account film and books of accounts, and they have to maintain the accounts books. And what are the powers of the, they have to mention this partner is going existing from the partnership, they have to mention in that partnership deed, and they have to close that account. The person who are existing from the, it means who are retiring from the partnership, they have to mention the partner name and what is the exact share and whatever the person invested the capital in that partnership firm. They have to mention all of those in that partnership deed, and they have to close that account, and they have to form a new account and they have to open a new book of account who are remaining there with the partners. So they have to mention. And nextly, if there any partner is death in that in those partners, they have to mention. And dissolution of a firm, and nextly settlement of the disputes. If there any disputes are raised in their partnership firm, they have to settlement the dispute with the help of partnership deed. So these are the basic contents which were there in the partnership deed. So it was as I already said that this partnership deed is acted as a dispute solver between the people if there any disputes are raised between in the partnership. So it is known as contents of the partnership deed. So till now we discussed the partnership deed and partnership deed, what are the contents are there. And now we are going to discuss about the partners, how many types of partners are there in the partnership deed. So those types of partners we are. So partners, there are this number of partners. There are, first one, active partner, sleeping partner, nominal partner, partner by estoppel, partner in profits only, and nextly minor partner. So these are the six types of partners are there. So there are many types of partners, but these 6 types of partners are mainly important in the partnership. So now we are going through it. So firstly, active partner. So active partner means nothing but a person, means a partner who are actively participating in day-to-day activities of a business is called as active partner. So as it is the main content, what is active partner? What I said, active partner means the partner who are actively participating without any rejection, without any thing, who are actively participating in this in that partnership of a business, we call him as active partner. If so it is a thing about active partner. Nextly, sleeping partner. Sleeping partner means it is quite opposite to the active partner. What is active partner? He is actively participating in day-to-day activities of the business, but sleeping partner means who do not actively participate, who do not concern, who do not take care about the sleeping partner. But he is a partner or loss of the business, and he also investing the business, but he do not. Partner means there is only the name only there in the partnership deed and in the partner, but he do not keep any investment. It means he do not keep any capital in that partnership, and there is no any shares too of the partner, but there is only the person name as a partner. If there is a for example, if there is A partner, B partner and C partner, there are only 3 partners, and these 3 partners, there are A partner and B partner are participating, but C partner, there is only name. He do not share, he do not any investing capital, and he do not invest any shares, and he do not invest anything, but there is only the name only there. The C partner, we call him as nominal partner. So it is the thing about the nominal partner. Nextly, partner by estoppel. Partner by estoppel means a person who is not a part of the business but is seen by others a part of the business is a partner by estoppel. We call this partner by estoppel as a secret partner also. There is only the partner who are there in the business, but he is not come into the business, but he shares the invest the business, but there is a partner as a partner. For example, we take this partner by estoppel as D partner. There is no name, but there is sharing of sharing of loss, and there is investing the capital too. No any interruption into the firm. He is secretly seeing that is what is going on through in the firm. So we call him as partner by estoppel. He is not being as a part of a business, but he is seeing that part of a business. So we call him as partner by estoppel. Now partner in profits only. It means that the person who were there in the business, he invests the capital, but he do not take a part of a share. He do not take the part of the share of the loss which was came in the business. He only shares the loss. He only shares the profits only, whatever that come in the business. If there is any if there some of the losses came in that business, he do not take that loss. He do not share that loss with other partners. He only shares the profit whatever will come in the form. So we call that partner as partner in profits only. So next finally, the person, it is minor partner. Minor partner means minor partner are those whose age is below 18 years and associated with the business. Such partner can be allowed only with the consent of other partners. Their liability is limited to the investment. As we already know that the partners who are there in that partnership, there is an unlimited liability. But if there is the person who are there, means the person who have below age of 18 years, who are having the age of who are having the age of below 18 years, we call him the this minor is only being in the business form, in this partnership form, as a relative. It is any relative as a partner. If there is a relative that A wants to do business with minor of so the do partnership business, but do not having any relationship between the partners, he cannot enter into the business. And nextly, he only shares the profit. He do not share any loss, and he is not going to invest any capital too in that partnership firm. So this is the thing about the active partner, sleeping partner, nominal partner, partner by estoppel, partner in profits only, and next minor as a partner. Those are the mainly important things about the types of partner. So those are all things what we till now discussed about this thing. And thank you so much for everything who are seeing this video, and thank you so much to everyone who was seen and who gives me the support for me to participating in all of these activities. And mainly thanks to my lovely secretary sir for implementing these activities. And again and again I would like to say so much thanks to you all for everyone. Thank you so much, and Jai Hind. Thank you.